Hi everybody, this is Diana from Sweet y Salado, and today we're going to make homemade pizza. Now, in previous videos I showed you how to make pizza dough, and I also showed you how to make a delicious pizza sauce that you can use, but you can use whatever kind of sauce that you want. And let me tell you, there's nothing like homemade pizza, so as soon as you make it, you'll know why. As always, link for this recipe can be found at the end of the video and in the info box below. So I usually use a pizza stone to make my pizzas because as soon as you place your pizza on top, it starts cooking your dough and it gives it a very nice, delicious, crispy texture. These are very easy to find here in the US and they're very inexpensive. But since I know that a lot of you don't have a pizza stone at home, we're going to use a non-stick pizza pan. You can also use a baking pan or a cookie sheet, whatever you have. And all we have to do is cover it with a little bit of oil right before we place our dough on top. So what I do is I put a little bit of oil on my hand and then just cover the entire pan. So this is the pizza dough that we made previously. So if you need to watch that video and learn how to make it, all you have to do is click on the pizza dough right now. And I'm also going to leave you the link for that video in the info box below. We're going to place a little bit of flour on our surface, and now we're going to work our dough. We're going to start by making our edge, our crust, and you can make it as thin or as thick as you want. I like a thin crust, so that's why I'm making it really thin. And now all we have to do is kind of stretch the middle part, and we're going to use the palm of our hands to do that. And we're also going to use our hands to stretch our dough. We're going to go underneath, and with our knuckles, we are going to stretch it. And we're also going to let the weight of the dough stretch itself. And the reason I'm not using a rolling pin is because I like to keep the bubbles that the dough has because it gives the crust a very nice texture. So as soon as you have your dough stretched out to the size of your pan, we're going to place it on the pan and then we're going to stretch it a little bit more just to make sure it's covered completely. And if you see that you have a hole in there, all you have to do is pinch it. Now we're going to add our sauce, and this is the sauce that we made in a previous video, so if you want to watch that, all you have to do is click on the sauce right now, or check the link in the info box below, but you can use whatever kind of pizza sauce that you want. And try not to go overboard with the sauce, just make sure you use enough to cover your pizza, but don't go overboard because you don't want a heavy, soggy crust. And now we're going to add our favorite toppings. You can use whatever you want. I'm using some leftover meatballs that I had from the recipe that we made previously, which was spaghetti and meatballs. So if you want to check that out, I'm going to leave you the link for that recipe in the info box below. I'm also going to add a little bit of green pepper and some mushrooms. And since I'm not adding any toppings to the other side of the pizza, we're going to add our freshly grated mozzarella cheese, and you can use as much or as little as you want. And then we bake it at 425 degrees for about 12 to 18 minutes, or until all your cheese is melted and the edges are golden brown. And that's how easy it is to make a delicious homemade pizza. If you enjoyed this video and this recipe, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to this channel, which is absolutely free. And don't forget, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and Google+. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye, and buen provecho.